There we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Somebody do. Hey, play my theme music or something. Play my theme.
Hit my music.
Hit my music, DJ.
Ain't got nobody's music.
Ain't got not one bit of music.
Put my stuff on.
You know what? Don't worry about it. Hey, we making this thing do what it do as it do what it does. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have theme music. Yeah, we're gonna have theme music at one point in time.
Put my music on.
I know, DJ. You know what I'm talking about? This man here, he a little sad. He a Cowboys fan, and so he may not be as festive this evening as we want.
He don't want to say his Easter speech. You know how you get up early and you don't want to say your Easter speech? You've been waiting all month to say that speech, and then something came along.
Your mama
right
was like, God is great. God is good. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome everyone. He don't want to say his Easter speech.
It's all good. It's all
tonight.
Good. You know what I'm saying? So we glad that you all are joining us at this late evening. We wanted to try something different because we know people gotta go to church, then they gotta go get something to eat, gotta chill out with their family and stuff on Sundays. And we figured, we just trying some different time slots. 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock may be a little too early for folks, especially if you're in Central Time. That's what 1.
Yeah.
About 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So 7 o'clock, you should not be doing nothing else but getting ready for work if you got a job, and hopefully you do. And watching us, getting your little late night fix of the Urban Therapist Connection podcast. And we in the building, so we're going to do something a little different today.
Okay, and we are taking live comments and questions.
Absolutely.
So make a comment, leave a question.
And
have y'all got any from last time? I have gotten a couple already. Some people have messaged me with different questions, but I was just wondering, have y'all got any? No.
Well, I got a question or two, but you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure
Did
it's
you
probably
write them
a
down?
line. Didn't need to, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got those in the back pocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on today? How y'all doing? Are we through homecoming season? No, we're not.
Homecoming season. Let's talk about that.
Western is this coming weekend.
Okay, Western
I'm trying
Kentucky.
to go to Western.
Western Kentucky.
I want to see what the Noops is doing. I want to see what the Alphas is doing.
Alphas always doing something. Yeah, all that good stuff. I really want to see what the Deltas do. I love the Reds.
We always doing something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, homecoming season was good. TSU homecoming was lit. Austin Peay homecoming. People be sleeping on Austin Peay homecoming. Austin Peay homecoming lives like a family reunion. It was good to see a lot of, a lot of bros come back and just everybody come back who all went to Austin Peay. Yeah, it's always a good time. Like I said, I be trying to get folks to understand that it's a miniature HBCU, if you will, even though it's a PWI. You know what I'm saying? Kentucky State University homecoming was lit. I definitely enjoyed myself on there. I always enjoy myself at there.
When was that homecoming?
That homecoming was September 29th. Yeah, so that homecoming was lit. Definitely a good time. That's one thing about HBCs and HBCUs and PWIs. Just the difference, you know what I'm saying? But some PWIs have a real good, African American Alumni Association that really make you feel like a HBCU homecoming. So to all those schools out there who, you know what I'm saying, and the alumni who are very active in coming back and doing their thing, hey, I salute y'all.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is pressing on the hearts and minds tonight? What y'all thinking about? What's been going on? What was the topic we was just discussing?
Joe Smith and his wife.
Oh yeah. Okay, so give us a little rundown of what's going on with the Joe Smith.
You had, let me catch you up.
So we got a former NBA player?
Yeah, first round.
Okay, y'all said that like it was significant.
It is significant. I mean, he got
played
first round.
Nah. Tiger. Okay. You get picked up in the first round, early drafts. You a baller.
Okay. You getting money.
So major baller, first round draft pick. Some found out his wife has a OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
But okay, like she got on there and said the money wasn't money and like it once had did.
No, his money wasn't money
How did
and
he
like
find
it once
out?
had did.
That was I don't understand how he even
I
found out.
didn't see how he found that part.
So here's the scoop. So what happened was, according to Joe Smith's wife, that he was dealing with some girl on the side or whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, I didn't hear that part.
So I'm trying to give you
They left
I'm
that
trying to
out.
give you two scoops of raisin. You know what I'm saying? So he his wife was end up being contacted by the girl who he chilling with, and she happened to find that she had an OnlyFans page and sprinkle a little salt into the game.
Okay.
A little salt into the game.
Said why you said I'm destroying homes. Who
Said
told
she
me?
had it for a
Right.
year.
Yeah.
She had it for a while. He didn't know.
He didn't know. Yeah.
Okay, but what struck me about it was she was saying that she was already a adult entertainer prior to them getting married.
Facts.
So you're mad at her for going for what she know.
Man.
You married an adult entertainer. She
Fir-
entertains
first
adults.
of
I'm not
all-
saying I don't know what kind of level of entertainment for adults that she did, but she said that she was already in the industry prior.
Really, we gonna do that?
That's what she said. So I'm saying it's like if you married a stripper and then you got mad when money got tight, she started stripping. What? Why are you mad? You married a
Just
stripper.
saying,
She
though.
utilized
I'm
my
just
asset.
saying.
She doing what she knows.
She's
going
going
for what
back.
she-
Well, I mean,
to what
so was
she
she
know.
doing it really was she doing it to get back at Joe, or was it to make? Was it really?
She said his money wasn't money like it once did, and she said that the times got tight, and she had to do what she had to do because he wasn't bringing in no income, and that's what she would normally do.
So instead of telling her husband that, hey, I'm starting OnlyFans to make more money, so I'm gonna do it.
She said, but you met me on OnlyFans.
No,
Not on
correction.
OnlyFans, but
No, right.
you met me in this industry, and,
And
then
he
you
gave her
surprised.
an option, right? Marry me, I take you out of this, what you're doing.
You got to keep me out.
What?
Don't just take me out. Don't just take me out. You got to keep me out.
That's
Damn.
almost like that list that's been going around. Did you see that list?
I seen a couple lists going around, but
Yeah.
But my thing is, he didn't question where the funds was coming from. They had to
sir,
come from
you
somewhere.
but
knew
you- but
you
you
wasn't
tell
paying
me.
all the stuff. How was
Right.
it getting paid?
All right. Well, so you saying if the two of them are married, she's doing it. She doesn't have any type of obligation to have a conversation with her husband that, hey, I'm about to start an OnlyFans page.
I don't feel like there's no possible way he could have known. She's saying at the end of the day, pay more attention to your wife. But if he had a girlfriend on the side. 2, that's what she was already doing when he met her. So ain't none of this too far outside. He ain't just like completely blindsided. Like she was a stay-at-home mom and a little Girl Scout troop leader, and then suddenly he found out she was stripping. No, he met an adult entertainer and married her, and then when money got tight, she said, "Well, I know how I can get some money."
In the club.
That should be
Where
like,
I
hey,
was
I
already getting it.
Like it should be like, hey, I know how to get some money, hubby. You mind if I do this on OnlyFans?
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we pay this rent? Why do I gotta ask you? The
I
bills
think
was
the
not getting
rent. I
paid.
think the
Cause
rent
she-
was being paid.
Yeah.
Hold up.
She
I
act
think
like the money had dried up.
She
her
knew-
standard of living.
Yeah.
I think everything was being paid. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a multi-millionaire, like it's
Right,
they have
and you
money.
can't multi-millionaire-ish no more. You know what I'm saying?
Don't knock my means of income if you don't have no solution.
What happened to for better or for worse though?
Right, we in this together. She didn't leave him.
Is
We
we
in
in
this
this
Did she know
together?
he had a side piece? Did
Listen,
she know he had a side piece?
apparently side piece
So she knew
contacted
that.
her.
So she knew that, so she couldn't tell him. So she knew this man had a side piece. And I'm
So
pretty
what
sure
was she?
he's the first one.
Did she want? You think she should just let the house get foreclosed on rather than go back to what she knows?
Man,
What
let
do
me
you
tell you
think?
something. She is not making the OnlyFans kind of money to where she will be ready to hold down the fort of an NBA player. And there ain't that much OnlyFans money out there to where she can say, you know what?
It is,
I'm
every
gonna take
NBA
off
player
and
is
I'm
not
gonna make
breaking
these
in
OnlyFans.
all of that money every.
He's not breaking in the money anymore because he's retired. But I mean,
Exactly. So how are we
the
going?
money-
How
think
are
we're
we?
making a lot
I
of
see what you're
assumptions,
saying
like-
about your ego, but how are we going to pay these bills?
But I think there's some assumptions being made that she made the OnlyFans because they just was like scraping from the bottom. They didn't have no money.
She said
And
that.
She just like,
she
man,
said the money wasn't coming in
the
anymore.
money wasn't coming in, but that don't
Okay,
mean
but
like
if it's
you
going
scraping from
out
the
a
bottom.
lot, but it's not coming in, we gonna have to do something. What we gonna do?
Okay.
I see what
Hey.
your pride is saying, but the money's going out and it's
Now
not
it's
coming
pride.
in.
It's pride to
For
expect
better it
or
or for worse, but
it's-
now it's
so
pride.
it's-
Leave him in a
Hold on.
mess.
She didn't
So
leave.
it's pride to
It's
expect
pride.
your significant other to communicate with you about them going on OnlyFans?
I think he knew. I think he
But
knew.
just see another assumption. Y'all
Assumption.
assuming that he knew.
No, I'm saying I
Y'all
feel like he
assuming
did.
What
that he had
happens
no
when
money,
you
and that
assume?
This was like they died. This
What
is the only
happened
thing they
when
had to
you
go to.
assume, sir?
It doesn't
So
look good.
y'all felt like it would be better for her to just let the house be foreclosed on, or let the lights.
We
I
don't
think
know
that-
if the house was being
Yeah.
foreclosed
I don't know
or
if it's
not.
that extreme. All I'm saying is
Yeah.
have that
I'm
conversation up front.
saying,
Like,
would
you
y'all
gonna have
say,
an OnlyFans,
yeah?
have
Y'all would
No,
say,
no.
y'all would say, since you're married, you might as well let them come and take the house, the kids, the
We
car,
keep
whatever.
talking about
because
that assumption.
my ego say, no.
Now, that's one thing I've not seen. I've not seen anything come out saying that they were in the midst of foreclosure.
I
that
didn't
they
either.
She
That's
just said the
confirmed.
money wasn't coming in like she was accustomed
Like she
to.
wanted to.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
It looks different for every person. You know, we're assuming on our end that like they just don't have nothing and the negative, but on her end it may just be like, you know,
I mean, that's
the,
just what
the
she
extra
said
money,
in
the extra
reply.
$1,000 or $200,000 or whatever it is. You know, I'm only getting half of that now or a third of that. Like that's still good living, regardless. So again,
According to
the
not
assumption.
her standards.
Exactly.
Well, have that conversation with your significant other, and don't be like, I'm gonna start an OnlyFans because
probably had a conversation.
see another
Yeah, so,
assumption.
as I
So
say,
why is he
Another
mad?
what?
Why is he mad? Assumption. Why is he mad then?
We
That's
don't know.
You know,
all we got. All we doing is guessing. We wasn't there.
I mean, the
We
part
don't
that we
know.
do know is that he found out. Like it wasn't something that he just knew all along, and he just decided to go off. The whole reason why this started was because he discovered after the fact that she was running the OnlyFans
why
behind
he
his
had
back.
a whole nother relationship going? Like you
I'm
you
pretty
want me
sure
to
she
show
had
you
a
respect, but you
relationship
not
going
showing no
to-
respect.
Yeah, with
I
OnlyFans.
The
With the
funny part
computer?
about the situation is we only tell one side of a story, right? And the story that makes us look the most advantageous to the public, of public opinion, the court of public opinion. So the good thing about this is, or the most interesting thing about this is that she just went viral on an issue that is so, I don't know, how would you describe it? It's the issue is what? You know, it's almost like
Like a hot button issue, like a sensitive topic.
I
Is that
wouldn't
what
say
you're
it's
trying to say?
sensitive.
Or a hot topic.
Yeah.
Not even a really hot topic. It's like when it's like a Hail Mary pass, because you're a football guy. It's a Hail Mary pass, right? So it's for relevancy. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, who really was talking about Joe Smith and his wife before this moment?
Exactly.
Do you really know who the heck Joe Smith is?
Joe, you was out here cheating and your
I knew
wife
Joe.
was
I
a
knew Joe.
homeboy.
I remember
man.
that.
Listen,
You
listen.
had leverage and
A lot of
options.
people though be in these marriages. Listen, okay, Joe was a ex professional baller. He had some side pieces on the side. Wife was at home bored. She was like, "Hey, I used to be out in the streets, and you done set me all the way down, and now I'm at home
In
by
the
myself.
streets.
While you back out in the streets with a new piece." I'm going back to the streets, Joe, because you ain't even at home. You ain't bringing the money in. You not here, and you out back in the streets. I'm back in the streets. They bumped into each other in the streets. We was both out here.
Well, make sure
How you
got-
gonna be mad at her?
Well, she-
If you gonna be mad at me for getting money in the streets, then have some money to match the money I was getting in the streets, or don't say shit to me, because I don't want to hear no
She
shit.
has like eight separate businesses. She did an interview with Cameron. Like she has like
And
several
Cameron was shooting that
businesses
shot.
that
Yeah,
she
I was
runs.
saying that too.
Yeah.
Cameron
Said
was
shit
shooting
nice, right,
shots.
Dennis?
But she had so much income coming in. It's like
Right.
OnlyFans. Like you had about, I think some of the businesses she said was like about 5 or 6 different businesses outside of the OnlyFans.
Things occur.
That I'm pretty sure Joe had some financial investment in. That's his wife.
Sure it is too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he had to be funding his side piece some kind of way.
Okay, side piece is getting what she need.
Maybe the money driving.
I'm not hearing. I'm hearing so much about the OnlyFans, but very little about the side piece during the marriage. Oh, y'all quiet.
No, I ain't
I couldn't hear
quiet.
nobody praying.
Because it's
I
an
didn't hear
irrelevant
nothing.
topic.
Yeah,
It's
because-
irrelevant.
I don't heard y'all saying nothing about the side piece,
I'm
but y'all
pretty
saying
sure
a lot
she had
about
a
the
side
OnlyFans.
piece, too.
Why is the OnlyFans more disrespectful than the side piece during marriage?
Well, but she tolerated that though, right? She accepted it. So
She
she
did,
didn't
no,
leave.
that doesn't mean she accepted it. They could have been. She
Well,
could have
you
felt like
accepted
they
if you
worked
stay
it
in it.
out. No,
You accept
she could have felt
What
like
had happened if you what?
it doesn't mean
What's
that.
that?
That means
You
she
said you
thought.
accept-
If you stay there, you accept it.
No, she could have thought that they were working it out or that they had moved past it. So he could have made her believe that there was one stage of his life, but that they were done. That doesn't mean that she accepted it. She could have been fighting it tooth and nail. She just might have believed it was not something that was continuously still an issue.
Once again, this is an assumption, ladies and gentlemen. assumption.
What are y'all talking
And we
about?
justifying one wrong with another wrong. Each wrong will
Absolutely.
make a
You
right.
know what I'm saying? It's called cognitive dissonance.
Because I don't understand how y'all are mad at her for getting
Who's
money, but y'all
mad?
not mad at him for getting
No.
some side
You
action.
can get the money, but what's wrong with just having that conversation with your husband up
Conversation.
front? Like,
How he couldn't have the conversation with her of what he needed, why he needed to go outside of the marriage. Okay, have a conversation with her about how you're
and it
not
happened.
being
And
fulfilled
she
or
knew
how
it.
you.
And she
Yeah, she
accepted
knew
to beat
it.
her.
Absolutely.
Okay, and he knew who he married. He knew that he married.
I
an
would have to
adult
agree with that. He
entertainer.
How long
didn't
have
know
they
who
been
he
married?
married, though.
I'm
I had to give
You
you
tell
that.
me if I've been married to
You know
somebody
what?
for 10, 15 years.
12 years to be exact.
Over 10 years, and then before I met them, before I met them, and then you gonna tell me 10 years from now something happened that they did.
If they've been doing
that they-
something that
that
they've
been
always
doing that
done.
they did before they married you, right? Because when you marry somebody, I assume, or you're in a relationship,
I'm
you're supposed
continuing to
change.
do what I've always
Things
done.
you evolve, you change, and so
You become
what you're
one,
telling
I
me
think.
is that 10 years later, I'm still I can't be surprised if you decide to go back and do shit that you was doing
The bait and switch.
12 years ago before I met you. Like,
Because you
I don't
probably
know.
continue to do it. Like people, I
Maybe
mean,
she was. I
it's
mean, maybe-
hard
But
for
I do.
Tiger to
But you know
change
what?
his
I have
mind.
to blame Joe. Joe, that's your damn fault.
Joe,
That's
man,
your
it's
damn
not
fault.
your man.
Cause Joe, you went to the club, Joe. Joe, you went to the club, all right?
Period. That's
And,
all I'm
and you
saying.
tried to make a. I'm not gonna call her.
A zebra don't change its stripe.
Okay, what she said, because you went to the club. You could have went to the church. You could have went to a
You
concert,
were
a
looking for no
library.
sweet girl.
You
You
was-
was
you-
looking for a
you-
good time.
you were looking for a
And
good
you
time.
found it.
And it
when
was
the
supposed
money
to be a
got
long
low,
time.
what's a good time girl gonna do? Go where the money's
So
at.
you know what? I concur.
That ain't
Hey, I
gonna
secede.
change.
Joe, you
can
messed
believe
up,
that
Joe.
it changed if you want to.
Yeah,
She
Joe.
gonna show you that she can tell you.
Right.
She was about the money from the beginning. She's still about the money today.
Damn, Joe.
She
Joe,
changed.
you heard what she said. She about the money, so let
She
her
was
go.
about it
Send her back
then.
to the streets. Let her make that money and cut off.
It's giving.
Cut her
it's,
off.
See how
it's
she
giving.
does.
You don't
See
have
how that
any
money
vibes.
goes. See how that money goes, and you have plenty of side pieces, and then let her
Right.
have her
It's giving you
OnlyFans
don't have any
and
vibes.
all the 7 or 8 businesses that she was running that you probably financed. Cut it all off.
Absolutely,
See how it goes.
I agree with
That he
that.
financed.
I'm sure.
She was already out here doing her thing when he met her.
But how long have they been married? 10 years, so she been doing her own thing. So
And
unless
he
you telling
probably,
me she had
and
plenty
he
of money
probably
stacked
been
away.
doing his thing. We don't care. Why do we not care
By all
about him
means.
doing his
I don't
thing?
care that he does his own thing, but you ain't gonna tell me she didn't know. Like, he's in an NBA
And you
player.
ain't gonna tell me he
What-
didn't know.
what
He
NBA
knew too. He
Okay,
knew
what
too.
NBA player? What's the most likelihood? Is that an NBA player is gonna have multiple side women because they NBA players, or the fact that your wife of 10 years will secretly start an OnlyFans
It's
page
not
on you without you
secretly.
knowing?
She was already doing it. She was already doing it.
OnlyFans wasn't around when they were first around. So when they first met. So,
That was the video
yeah.
Vixen days.
Yeah,
That's
that
when
was-
you was trying to be in the
Videos,
in the videos,
you know,
and
the
stuff.
Magic City and
yeah,
all that
and all
stuff.
other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was hiding here. I want to take off all your clothes and stuff. Yeah,
That type of stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, Nelly. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. Now let's talk about that list, though. I want to go back to that list.
I didn't see.
Did you not see the
The-
I
list?
couldn't
I saw
find
the
men's
females
clapback.
list.
The men's clapback was hilarious.
Yes,
and the
it
women's
was.
clapback was
Oh,
hilarious. But
my
I saw the
God.
Second,
females
what the
list.
guy
I
said.
did not
That
see
was
what the
funny.
men said back.
Man, the
And the
men,
women's
list
list.
the
was-
men
Because I would be
stood up.
interested. I am interested in what the men.
The men stood up.
Reply.
I couldn't find it. I was looking for it. I tried to show
Did
Oh,
y'all see
okay.
the Instagram when they made when the girl took the guy to Cheesecake Factory and he was like, "I'm a bad nigga. Why she take me to Cheesecake Factory?"
That's what I was
I
talking
liked
about.
that one too.
I
liked
saw
that
that.
I had to laugh.
I didn't see
I
the
liked that
men's
one, too.
reply list though.
It's horrible.
Because what is on
It's
that
horrible.
list? Is this on the list of what they would want for a first date?
No, it's
Because
just
that's what the
ridiculous.
woman's list is.
It-
like where not to go for a first
That
date.
list is ridiculous.
What is the
And
men's
you might as well
list?
say every woman. They don't want a woman because every woman is on that list of what they're not.
But
gonna
what is
tolerate.
the men's list? Because the women's
You
list
finna
is
pull it up.
what I don't want on a first date. I don't want to go XYZ, blah, blah, blah. What is the men's list? It's not about a first date.
Nah.
No, it's not about first date.
It's
Like,
about the
with
women that
tattoos
we will
and-
not engage
Yeah.
and take
Yep.
out. Period.
Yeah.
Okay, and so it's the men's list is saying this is who I will not take
I
out on
would
a
not rock with. I would not take you serious. I would still do and have slap and tickle
What
with
they
you,
say,
but I would
women
not
drive
Slap
Altima.
and tickle.
slap
Yes.
and tickle.
Yes,
you know what I'm
baby.
saying?
They would name
Slap and
cars and
tickle.
everything. Women that drive Altimas, women with tattoos.
Yeah, it was
Every-
a whole bunch
it
of
was a
lists.
whole
Yeah,
bunch of
it
stuff
was
on
right.
there.
Yes,
I
I was
find it.
like,
I try to look for
stand
it.
up. I'm like,
Sit
stand
down.
up. No, that was That was a good. You
It
know
was
what
not
I'm
a good
saying?
list.
Yeah, it was a good
It was
list.
not a
I would
good
have to
list.
admit.
It was just funny.
It was funny. It was
funny.
comical, but
It was who the
It was
men would not
It
go on
was
a date with.
satire. It was
Yeah, it was
satire,
very
and I like satire. You know what I'm saying?
Or who?
But
It
But
sound
I
like
thought the woman's list was. I thought
It
meant
sound
to be
like who they
satire,
were
'cause you
saying-
didn't tell
it
me-
had to be satire.
No,
Like, you
but
really saying
unfortunately,
it's
we
messed
got
up
some
to
people.
go on. What the Cheesecake Factory?
It's
I
some
thought
people
that-
who
I
actually
thought they were just
believe
being
that
funny
stuff.
and
No.
just downplaying. I'm like,
It's some folks who really believe that stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Because they really
most of
look
the
at
list I
TikTok.
was okay with.
Yeah.
So you was okay with like it being an issue with a man take you to Cheesecake Factory?
I would have went to Cheesecake Factory, but like probably 90% of the list I would have been like, no. Like I'm not
Family
going.
reunions for the first day.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
No, I definitely wouldn't go to nobody family reunion.
I'm not going to. I'm not
Sports
going to
games.
coffee. It's,
What?
my-
Oh,
the makeup that I'm putting on my face costs more than that cup of coffee. You can save that. We don't need to go. It costs me more to get ready for the date than to go for coffee. Between however much,
And you know
my
what?
makeup costs more than that.
I
coffee.
wouldn't be
I'm not
mad
going.
for the simple fact that
I'm not
I
going.
believe everybody has freedom of choice.
Hmm?
It's
Exactly.
about outcomes.
Exactly.
If it works for you, then by all means, boo boo,
Exactly.
go do you. But if it doesn't work for you, what we don't want to hear is you complain
No.
when you're not getting the outcomes you want.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't complain, but I'm not going on the first date to no coffee because what am I doing? By the time I get myself out dressed up and ready and all of that, I've done spent $300 getting dressed to go for the date, and then you're going to buy me a cup of coffee? I would rather not. No, thank you. I'm not going. I'm not going. I can buy my own coffee. Make me an offer I can't refuse. I'll buy my own coffee.
Let me see what this is at.
I'm trying to find it.
It took forever. I couldn't find it. I looked for it.
Yeah, I am looking for. Oh my god!
The list doesn't exist
The
because
only one I found was the girls.
You found the
clap
girls
back
one.
to the
Let
section
me
what the men
see
said,
if-
but I could not find the one the men sent out.
I can find it. I just, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, but that is interesting.
Okay, so we don't have no questions on Facebook right now. Have you checked?
Have I
To
checked?
YouTube?
No, I'm
No.
over here trying to get this.
Okay, well then,
Let's pull that card. I want you to pull that card.
Some cards.
okay, these cards.
Okay, I found
I don't know if y'all have seen these before, but some of these topics that's on these cards are
Yeah.
a little bit questionable.
Okay,
A
well,
lot questionable.
we definitely don't want to do that one, man. Okay.
I mean, just.
I mean, they're not bad though. Like it's what says your significant other doesn't want more kids and you do. Is this something that you would end an otherwise healthy relationship over? Well, how can a relationship be healthy if y'all want different things?
How can a relationship be healthy? Well, that is
Would
that
you end an
oxymoron.
otherwise healthy relationship over? One wants more kids and one does not. I guess if y'all was already married, your significant other, so I'm assuming they saying more kids, that means y'all got some kids already.
Yeah. Well,
Anytime there's a desire for children, I'm not interested.
yeah, I think the assumption is they're married and they already have kids.
So why do people without kids date people with kids then in that situation or get married in that situation?
It depends on if they got their stepdaddy license or not. Your stepmama license. I mean, are you trying to? What you trying to do? How
Oh.
involved are you trying to be? Cause
Oh,
see, I
okay.
don't have my stepmama license.
You don't have your
I can date a
stepmama
person
license?
with kids, but listen, I'm not here to be your mama. I'm here for your daddy. Go on in there and sit down.
Whoa! 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 I told you we going
Go in there and sit down now.
Oh shoot!
I'm here to see.
Hey, talk about it.
I'm
Talk
here
about
to see
it.
Mr. John. I'm not here for
Mr.
you.
Johnson. Mr. Johnson.
I'm not.
He said, I'm in the bind, Nate. Nate, I'm in the bind, Nate. I need you to help me with that
I'm not
bind. Okay. All right.
You got a mama.
Okay. Woo.
I'm more like your big sister, your auntie. I don't know. I didn't come here to. I didn't take you to raise though.
Oh, okay. I can dig it. I can dig it.
But it depends on how active you want the other person to be. You might have a good co-parenting relationship if they got a good mom and a good dad. You might not You know, you might not be looking for a partner for that. You might just need somebody that can be supportive of
I
you
found the
in a
list.
different way.
I found the list.
You got the list?
Yes, ma'am. I got the list. Okay. So, it says a group of men created a list of women you shouldn't take on a date.
You should not take on a date.
You ready for this, good sir?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm
Number
ready.
1, single mothers. Agree or disagree?
You shouldn't take a single mother on a date?
Absolutely.
Oh, y'all? Okay.
Okay.
I disagree.
How old
Number
are
2
these men?
No, hold on. No. I'm going to read out the list that we're going to talk about, all right?
How old are the men?
All right,
I
number
just
two.
want to know, like, what
Number
kind of
two,
age group.
It
Does
doesn't say no
say-
age group. It
It's
don't
just
say no
men
age
in
group.
general. Okay.
Right.
But I
Number
think a
2.
lot of that was done because if you look at historically, like women have always been like, don't date a man with kids. I think they're like, well, if y'all don't want to date a man with kids, we ain't gonna date a woman with kids.
I don't feel like
think
women
it's
over a certain age feel like they shouldn't date a man with kids. Like,
'Cause
I
they
don't
ain't
know
got
no
no
women
choice
who's
but
like,
to date somebody
right.
with
I
a
think
don't
once they
think
get in
women
their
judge
30s,
them.
I think once a woman get in their 30s, mid-30s, I think it's when they tend to kind of let that go. But
yeah, they'll be
20s,
like, I don't think
20,
women, I don't
25.
know a lot of women who be like, he got kids, I don't want him. I don't think women care.
But it's different for men and women. Remember that.
Okay, okay.
All right. Number 2, women with tattoos.
Women with tattoos. Now,
face tattoos. Nah.
who gonna
Neck
say they don't
neck
want a woman with a
tattoos.
tattoo?
Neck tattoos.
Neck tattoos is cool.
It depends, right?
So you going to a
If you
gala
got
with
this
old girl
whole-
with a
if
neck
you got
tattoo?
this
is
whole
cool.
like they covered.
He
then I
is,
would.
yeah,
But if
he
it's like a
is.
little something that they can hide with their hair behind their ear,
Okay,
like
a little
like that.
something.
But
So
if
they
they
can't
going
have no
like,
full.
if they going like full like gang bang, like
Gangbang.
just got all this done, I'm like no.
Okay, all right. Number 3.
Said no tattoos, no kids. Now,
All right.
so y'all want to be single. That's
Number
fine.
Basically.
Number 3.
You want a child.
Number 3. Women who dress like this in public. Instagram models, your ass cheeks out and stuff like that. Okay. All right.
I think the problem with that though is like most men will disagree with that because we're so visual, man.
Right, they'll like
to
it.
have that.
I
we
will
like the
I'll
idea of
take
having
2
somebody
of
like
those.
that. Yeah, to
It
show
goes
off.
with the
Until-
outcomes you trying to get.
until
Now you won't be
something
wifed.
happens.
You won't be wifed, but you will get a date. You will get
And
a
then
date.
someone's gonna wife.
Some's gonna watch.
There is
Someone's
all
gonna
kind of Joe
wife.
Smiths. Yeah, you right. Joe Smith.
Okay,
Yeah.
Joe, and then ask
Joe, come on,
Joe.
Joe.
What?
Come
I
on.
ain't never Joe,
Joe,
you did know.
Joe, you did know, Joe.
You knew
You
Joe.
knew, Joe. Hey, you went out bad for it, bruh. You knew damn. Never mind. All right, number 4, sex workers, OnlyFans, mistress, Instagram models, actress, strippers, call girls, escorts, bottle girls, bottle girls. The ones with the little little flare,
Sparklers.
the little
Yeah, the
sparklers. Yeah.
What's wrong with them though?
Why you can't date them? Look, you like it's the whole list.
Man, they single. Wow, they're gonna have nothing after this.
So far, you like yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah, like what's wrong with it?
So right, y'all don't even agree
I
with
see
the
nothing
list.
wrong with the. No,
Y'all
ain't no
don't even
y'all. He
agree
don't
with
agree
the
with the
list.
list. Hey, that's hey.
He don't and you don't either. You don't
No.
want a girl that got a tattoo. Come on now.
No, I'm talking about tattoos.
You want
on
your
the neck.
name tattooed.
Tattoos on the neck.
They
and the
didn't
face.
say on the
Like,
neck.
big
It said
tattoos,
a
neck
tattoo.
That's
and
what,
face,
but
yeah.
see, that's what we talking about. So there's nuances. You know
It
what
didn't
I'm
say
talking
on the neck. It
Yeah,
just
but they
said
just
a
made
tattoo.
it any tattoo.
Yeah, any
Right.
tattoo.
But, yeah,
Okay.
face, nah, they don't want tattoos on the face.
All right, number 5, women with IG pages.
Majority of the women.
Instagram, so it's IG Instagram, right? I'm sure,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
Okay.
Makes
These
no
men
sense.
are not being true to themselves.
I mean, keep in mind, I think a lot of this was just clap back and what they said.
Y'all
They're
was
like,
butthurt.
Y'all
Your
want to be
egos
petty.
was hurt.
We can be
bruised.
even petty.
Exactly what it
And I
was.
think that's what it was more
Exactly.
like.
Y'all
yeah.
was bruised. You're hurt people hurt
I
people.
think these are
Y'all
generalistic
were wounded.
terms, generalistic, and so I think there's other nuances and variables that go with each one of these things. Some people this may be for, some people it may not be for. It depends on what you're looking for. You know what I'm
There's a lot of
saying?
people on that list who y'all gonna be dating after this.
Right. Y'all not
At
dating
this
at all.
point.
Y'all dating each other at this point.
Well, here's another one.
Said no IG page. Neon. Neon.
Come on now.
Well, number 6 is women with non-ear piercings. So that means septum rings, 15-inch gauges in your ear, earrings in your lip.
We ain't never had a problem.
Well,
I'm cool with the piercing so much as ain't like that emo stuff where they have those big like dish things in their ears where it's like.
And you will take some of that.
Nah.
You'll be like, let
I
me
don't
see
know
what
if
I
I
can
want
put
that.
in their earlobe hole.
I don't know.
Y'all
man.
would take it.
Clinicians after dark. Clinicians after dark. All right.
Okay.
Let's go. So the next one is women with purple hair or any other unnatural color. I agree with this. I can't.
I agree with that
I
one.
would
though.
agree with that. Yeah.
And it's like, if you come with me, gray hair, red hair,
you got
blue,
this sexy red, half gold, half yellow. Yeah.
Y'all know good and well.
Come on.
Ain't no men turn down nothing for no. Okay.
The color of their hair. Come on.
Ever. They've never.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a subsection of men who don't do that. So
Who don't want blue hair.
I don't mind people dyeing, their hair being dyed, but it's like those
loud.
loud,
Neon.
citric, like it's like neon green.
And y'all like that too.
Raz blue and light gray. Like
You would turn down a woman because her hair was blue.
You
what
just
mean
wouldn't be
turn
seen
down?
in
I wouldn't
public.
pursue a woman.
Right.
I
What
wouldn't
would
ask
say
her on
it
a date.
again?
I wouldn't pursue a woman.
What if she
and
was
ask her on a
pursuing
date.
you? Would you accept?
That's
Because
too
of
much
her,
of
no.
a- Nah.
Like if I'm not attracted to you, then why would I?
Why would you not be attracted just because her hair was blue?
I said any type of color like that's loud and just combined,
Obnoxious. Yeah,
right? It's
nah,
like
yeah.
if you want to have your hair red, cool. If you want to have it blonde, cool. Black, cool. Whatever. But if you got like blonde
Pink.
streaks and then pink coming here and then
With some
blue on this
green.
side, and you got a little bit of green mixed in there,
That
it's
little
like,
Jerry Curl right
I'm
here.
all right.
So you know what
I'm
talking
okay
about.
on that. You seem very confused. You can't make your mind up about what color you want to do your hair, so you just made it all the same, all the colors.
Right.
You're very indecisive.
Right. You got rainbow sherbet in your head. You know what I'm talking about? 31 flavors or something in this bug. You feel me?
So
All
far,
right.
the men's list is lacking.
And let me ask you, I could
It's
see
not
a,
giving
I could see a
substance.
and that's the other thing
It's
too.
not.
Those type of colors, man, they just give kitty vibes, right? So
Right.
if you a 21, 22-year-old doing that, but if you 40, man, and you still wearing your hair like that, no,
I'm
Yeah.
having blue hair next
No.
time.
Okay, I want to see it.
And
I
it'll
want
be
to see
dope.
it. Okay, because you a stylist. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it would be dope.
That's what's happening. You know
So
what
far,
I'm
the men's list is lacking substance.
Anyway,
it's not
let's get to the
giving.
next one. Let's
It's
get
not
to the
giving.
next one.
I feel like all y'all will go
Let's
back
do
on
it.
y'all's word at any given time based
Okay,
on this
all
list.
right. Number 8, women with whole friends.
And you will love them. The men are not being authentic on their list.
Ain't nothing like having a woman with some whole
Just
ass
slide
friends.
through these lists. Just slide through
Let's go
these.
to the next
All
one.
right, all right,
But
all right.
I know a lot of times in those cases why that will be an issue because my experience has been, man, when you're dealing with women like that, it tends to cause conflict with the man.
Yeah, when you're sleeping with their friend.
No, like so it tends to be a conflict with the man and the friends because the friends are wanting the girl to be able to do more and the man is like wanting to put constraints on that and then here they are telling the girl like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta listen to him, come out and be with us.
He
and then-
controlling.
Yeah, he controlling, he this and that, and then now she's having beef with with her boyfriend.
Bitch,
and
let's go to brunch,
yeah,
bitch.
and then that friend likely have said something, or the girl's like, well, my friends told me. So then it's like, so I could definitely see that.
Lil
I think that's
Keisha
wrong.
said,
But was she brunching when she met you?
Exactly.
Brunching or we're talking about being with her.
I'm talking with her friends. Like she was going out with her
She
friends.
was doing
when
that
she met
already.
you. So now
They
you want
always
to stop.
So
was
is there
changing
any
from
so
something.
is there
Sure.
any
I
changes
do
in a
expect that change to
relationship?
happen. I mean,
Is there any
at some point
changes
you gotta
in
grow up,
relationships?
get past that,
Right.
And at some point, man, you gotta realize, man, if you want to be married, if you want to be in a relationship, you want to be in a healthy relationship, then you need to surround yourself with people with like-minded people. Like if you're around a bunch of people that just cheat and they want to do whatever, then I don't really think you putting yourself in the best situation, man, to be in a committed relationship. So my expectation will be if you do find a girl like that and she is hanging with thought friends, then that's we're gonna
Who
be in a
friends?
relationship. Thought friends.
Yes, sir.
Then,
What if his frat brothers is thoughts?
Then he should be around me.
What if he's in a fraternity
I just
and
want
every
to say
time when he
alphas
gets,
don't
Man,
cheat.
and let me say this for one.
Alphas
Oh.
don't cheat. I just want to say alphas don't cheat.
Man, I done heard the if word being saying done misstated so much up here, man. And if if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk right now.
If what?
If was a
put
fifth,
me
we'd all
on
be
this
drunk
camera
right now.
right here. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Cause no. What if when you get with him and he's with his frat brothers, all they do is
Read the Bible and drink a Coke.
No, they don't.
Read the Bible and drink a Coke.
And
Amen.
add Jack to it.
Martin Luther King was, you know,
Okay.
a prominent, you know.
Okay.
And I think it's up to you to set those boundaries too, if it's your friend, because
Right.
like I have a friend that's married, and I wouldn't put him in that position. to where he would have to step out on his wife. He would never let me do that, but even if I had that influence over him, I wouldn't, just because it's like, I was at your wedding, I was a part of your wedding, you know, it's like, how am I going to look your wife in the face knowing that I'm, like, we going to the club and I'm linking you up with all these different females, like, you know.
We have morals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good.
High five for morals. Can we get a high five for morals?
Alphas are high on the morals.
Yeah, if I was 25, I wouldn't care, but I think, you know, you get older, man, you should be supposed to change, man.
Yeah,
Evolve, so.
Let me go on with this.
You want to see your people be happy, you want to see them win, so you want to help keep them in that position to keep winning.
Women who travel regularly.
Oh my God. Women can't do nothing. Women who get their hair done every week. Women whose breath don't stink.
I don't know about that.
Y'all
They can't travel.
really stretch.
Now,
I'm going to Miami.
Now, if you travel by yourself, that's one thing. But if you're traveling with if every time we talk,
Tell women who travel regularly. Now, come
now
on,
you
y'all.
traveling by yourself or are you traveling with your friends? I'd be
Your
okay
friend
with you
group.
with your friends, but if you always doing something solo by yourself, I'm like, I don't know about
The
that.
men are capping on their list. The whole list is capped. So far, it's cap Asian. Lord Cappington on this list.
Anyway.
Any of y'all men would go back on any one of these things on the list if she was built right.
Anyway.
And that's the end of the day.
Number 11. Number 11.
We only on 11,
Yes.
10 lies so far. Go
Anyway.
ahead.
No trips.
Women who drink liquor regularly.
Good night. Good night.
I just can't believe this list.
How we gonna be with y'all and not be drunk every night?
I think we said the exact same thing.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
think men will say the
If
same
I'm in
thing.
a relationship with a man, I got to drink. Y'all gonna drive me to it one way or another. I'm at the bottle by the end of the day.
Oh, here go the next
Fooling
one.
with y'all.
Well, hold on. Here go the
I
next
don't
one.
even-
Here go
I
the
don't
next one.
think
Number
I'm-
I'm
12.
right. I'm not even ready for
Number
nothing.
12. Women who have absent or weak ass fathers.
I can't-
Now, this I agree with.
I can't say that.
Takes one to know
I
one.
said
What
one.
kind of father do you have?
Yeah, I
What?
had a very strong father.
Somebody
That's why I'm
what?
successful.
That's a weak father.
weak ass or absent father. Yeah, have you
Come
ever
on,
dealt with a
man.
woman who ain't
The
never,
men
who ain't have
really
no male?
reached. I'm saying
How was that
reached.
experience?
They was Stretch Armstrong on their reach because
Okay.
me and
Man.
y'all did
I've
too
had-
much.
I've seen it on both sides for real. I've seen even with a stable family. You know, it doesn't necessarily.
You said
guarantee.
if you can drive them crazy one way or
Well, I'm
another.
just saying it doesn't necessarily guarantee that they
Just
won't be
because they come
toxic.
from a strong family
Well,
don't mean I can't push them to the edge. Because you going.
Because
to
he's
the
pretty
edge.
Ricky.
Nah,
Why
it
would you
just-
want to push him to the edge though?
Nah, it just means.
Why
that
do y'all want to push us to the edge?
Right.
Toxic is toxic.
Toxic
I think
is
that
what?
everything- Toxic is toxic.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, so whether you come from a single parent household or 2-parent household, man, people can still have toxic.
Oh, here goes the next one though. Women on dating apps.
How did you meet her? Everybody's on dating apps right now. So you shouldn't
Facebook
be
is
on
a
it
dating
either.
app.
Right.
We already, y'all, it was probably already on the list, wasn't it? Women with a Facebook page.
They already said IG, so-
it said IG. So I
Yeah,
don't think
Instagram
that's the same
page,
thing.
okay.
Facebook is considered
She can't have an
family-oriented
Instagram.
now.
Oh, okay. With
Yeah.
the dating app.
But Facebook is considered more for them. You listen, like the younger people, they feel like Facebook is more for us, and
Yeah,
Instagram
for
is
old
more for them. Yeah, so I think that's why.
The
All right.
men's list is capped. We don't even have to
Okay.
continue. Men
Yeah,
are-
we do. We're gonna finish this list, damn it.
Go ahead.
Women
The lies
with
they
a
tell.
list.
The man with a list.
Okay. All right. The next one is women who have been engaged.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
They don't even have no logic for their
Right.
list. Women whose name ends in N. Like y'all just randomly saying stuff. The list don't even have no.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm just trying to think it through. Like, is it their way of saying like if the engagement was broke off, there was a reason that it was broke off and to run because the first person didn't want them, so there was a reason
Maybe.
for that.
That could
Maybe.
be.
Oh,
That could be.
maybe the woman didn't want him. So I mean, you can go either way. So you can't just say.
Alright. And that was it on the list. Yeah.
All lies.
Alright.
All lies.
Okay.
Hold on. So see, this is the problem a lot of times with communication. When men tell you what they want, what they don't want, y'all tell us straight up we lying.
Right.
And then you want us to,
No,
and then you want us to
that's not
tell
positive.
me how you
Hey,
feel.
that's why I do
Tell
not
me what you
argue.
thinking.
Absolutely
Okay, this
not.
is how
That
what I'm thinking. You lying. You being truthful.
That list is a lot.
Trigger
That
warning.
list is a lot.
I mean,
Trigger
there may be some
warning.
people out there that feel that way.
That
though.
is
Why
true.
couldn't that list be
That
gotta
is
be a lie?
true.
There may be people out there that feel that
That
way.
is true.
Obviously, they made that crazy list.
I think some of it. I think at the end of the day, it was all done in humor.
Satire.
But I mean, some of it was
It's got
like,
to be.
some of it was legit. I mean, I could see why some people would.
Yeah.
Everybody have their preferences.
It goes back to what the discussion we had earlier. You said you're not doing coffee dates. Nobody cussed you out about not doing coffee dates because that's
You
your
can if you want
requirement.
to. I won't be there.
Right. So this whoever created this list,
You
this
can
is the
invite me if you want,
list
I'm not coming.
of their priorities in which they hold a standard to. So we can't say you lying, you ain't doing nothing, you back. I can't bash you because you have.
I can say you're lying if you're saying I don't date women who XYZ
Some
and I
people
see you
don't
dating
do
women
that.
who XYZ. Then you're lying.
But that's anecdotal.
That's only individual, right? That's
right,
up to each individual.
right.
A man has a side piece, but he claims he loves his wife with all his heart. Is this possible?
Yes,
You said it so quick.
because it is. It is.
What's sir with this brother Buckley? Why?
Oh.
Right, you jumped on that so fast.
You did.
You know what?
I need a logic. I need an explanation. on that.
Indubitably. Here's the reason why.
Here we go.
Because I believe that we try to fit into a narrative that was created for the greater good on a macro scale. So in order to have community and family, we were sold this idea that you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have 2.5 kids, you're supposed to live within the community, you all go to brunch, church, lunch, everything together and stuff. Because what it does is it does increases community. But I guarantee you all know someone who is currently married who may have a side piece right now. But you won't speak on it because you're a good friend and you a good friend. But let's not sit here and act like that does not go on. Like in Western society, this wasn't a narrative that was pushed to us because everywhere in the world,
You wanna get a recap.
yeah, get a recap. Everywhere in the world, everybody operate within a different
Has
spectrum.
a side piece, but claims he loves his wife
But
with all
here's
his
what I
heart.
do.
He
think.
do.
And it's-
He do. He
and
do.
And the thing
He
is,
do.
And what I'll say is, man, I do agree. I do think it is possible that a man, because we're saying a man, right, can be married and love his
But
wife.
not a woman.
No.
Nope.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you why. And so I think it's possible that a man can have a wife, love her, and have a side piece, because men express their love differently than women. Women tend to express their love through sex. So that's why a lot of times women succumb to the premium pumps, or they get
I
their
would say that men
or they get
express
or
their
they
love
get
through
their
sex, not women.
No, we don't. Like
What?
we don't express our. That's not how we show our love.
Hell no.
No way.
Hell
No.
no.
Oh, you saying
'Cause-
that women
yeah.
need to love you for
That's
sex?
how that's
Okay,
that's
I
the
see
way
what
a
you're
woman expresses love. So when she's having sex with a man, she interprets that as his love because that's how she's giving it. But that doesn't necessarily mean a man, because he's having sex with you, that's how he expresses his love.
Not all women.
Okay.
Okay, we can talk about the women that that's.
Hold on.
We're
Time
speaking
out.
in
Wait,
generalities.
hold on. Time
Okay,
out.
we're speaking in
We're
generalities.
speaking. Because
But you notice a lot of
there's a
times
rule. There's a rule, right? And you have exceptions to the rule,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't negate the rule. We talking from a macro
You
spectrum.
saying men don't express their love through sex?
No.
Okay.
That's just what we do. Like, we're physiologically driven
Right.
to that.
Okay, you're saying
Which
the
is
men
why-
don't have to love you to have sex.
Right, which is why
Absolutely.
a man
Okay,
can
okay.
literally be sleeping with 3
I'm
or 4
with you.
women
I'm with you on that.
and be
I'm with
like,
you.
be
Okay.
good and not
Yes.
have that connection with them. Whereas a woman, there are exceptions to the rule
Yeah.
where women can, but typically women don't. Like when they are having sex with somebody over time, man, they catch feelings and they're committed to that one person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay.
I think it's much harder for a woman. So to me, when I feel like if a woman is cheating, then she don't love that dude. She don't, because she's out here having
Okay.
sex with other people. Whereas a man, the way they express their love is not through sex.
Okay, but what if she's saying, okay, you're saying that you love me, but you're clearly doing things that break my heart or that are destroying me as a person because I'm putting all my energy into you, and you're saying you love me, but you're sleeping around with these people. How can you love me if you're doing things that destroy me?
Because he need to tighten the fuck up. That's why. Because
He
you
needs
should
to not
never
get
know.
caught. You saying he
Right.
should not get caught.
Because how I love you, man, I'm here, I'm taking care of you.
He
I'm
should get
supporting
caught.
you.
It's the solution.
What
Don't
else?
get caught.
I just heard
Do
that.
not get caught.
It's not.
Don't cheat. It's
Right.
not don't cheat.
But
It's
you're-
don't
but
get
that's,
caught.
but that's totally different, right? Because that's your perspective. Because you're saying, again,
That's what he just
a
said.
man, no,
You
he
need
is. I'm
to
talking about,
tighten up.
Listen.
right, but I'm saying as a man, like, I can still, if you tell me, because what you just said was like how you feel. Well, if you really love me, then you wouldn't do this to me. You wouldn't embarrass me. But in his eyes, man, I do love you.
Because
I
how can you
because
love me if you don't care about how I feel? If you know that this act would destroy me as a person because of how connected I am to you, you're saying you love me, but you're doing things that you know would tear me down. Then how can you say you love me? Because you know this is tearing me apart, but you're still doing it. Then you do not love me. What's your definition of love?
You gonna explain this, or you want me to?
You can start, man. I can jump in.
Okay, so number one.
What's your definition of love? Because
So
you
number-
know this is tearing
well,
me
first
to
of all,
pieces.
Well, first of all, love
But you're
is
still doing
love
it.
is a subjective emotion. That's number one. Love is interpreted from the individual lens of the person who it applies to. So the way you love and the way you interpret love is going to be totally different than the way he love and he interpret love. The problem is you're trying to acquiesce the same way you love to him, and that is not going to work like that. And so that's the reason why we get cross. So instead of actually finding out, like, how do you love? How do you interpret love? Most men interpret love through respect. And so for a man, he could love you and he can have a little side piece down the street. And the way he show you he love you is to make sure you never embarrassed. You never know about the little side piece down the street. That's how he show he love
But
you.
everybody in town knows about the side.
Hold on.
I'm still embarrassed.
Everybody in town don't know about the side
The
piece.
people who matter know.
So the thing is,
They know,
when
but
you look
that's
at
fine.
it, when you look at it from an emotional argument, you get triggered.
And
So you
change
can't
it.
listen
Move
to the
the
rational.
goalposts.
You move
We're
the
saying
goalpost.
it's
It's
possible
ambiguous.
that a man can literally have a side piece and love a woman.
Your granddaddy did it.
Yeah.
Here you talking about. Your granddad had your grandmama, had a little side piece.
It don't
You got
be no
4,
fun
5
when the
piece.
rabbit got the
Because the way a
gun.
man,
It
no, I mean the way a man.
Women
express-
is starting to think like that too, and y'all don't be liking it. It's all good and it's all logical
the way
when
a
it's the
man-
men, but when women start thinking the same way and operating the same way, then she's all kind of names and stuff. Women feel the same way then.
Until they realize that it's not
Because
the same
it's a lot
rule.
of women
Exactly.
that can
It's
also.
not the same rule.
It's
They
women
find.
that also can separate their emotions and say, "Well, I'm not emotionally attached because I have sex with a person.
Sure.
I
She
feel
can lie to
love."
herself.
There are
She
women
live
that
in
can
That's
do
not
it.
necessarily. Why she
And
gotta be
there
lying to
is-
herself?
And there are, and it may
It's
be,
women
it may
who
be a
think
grizzly
like
bear
that.
out there that only eats vegetables, right? There may be women out there. There may be that
That's-
10-foot tall.
But y'all
Asian
making
man.
it like it's
We're
just
talking about
so.
in generality.
But y'all
Right.
making it like it's just so far to believe. But more and more women's mind is coming off of just
And depression is up.
Right. And-
Psychotropic
and
drugs is
well,
up.
I will be interested
The
to
wine
see-
store is
I
up.
will be interested to look
Pets
like,
is
okay.
up. What you talking
No, not
about?
even that. The marriage rate, right?
The marriage rate.
So right. So if women start to feel that way, because as a man, how I express my love for you is I'm a provider. I put a roof over your head, clothes on the kids' back, on your back,
But that be
food
the
on the
part.
table.
The women is
That-
doing the
okay,
providing.
Okay. See how they're getting off
It's the
on
emotional
topic,
part, I
right?
know, yeah.
Well, like,
How's
we're
this
really-
the emotional?
So
I'm saying
do
the
you
women
agree?
are making more
Okay,
money.
the original question was, so you're saying that all because of that, you don't agree that a man can be with the woman, have a side piece, and not love
No,
her?
I think that
That's what we're
think
saying.
that anyone could. I think a woman could and a man could
I
if
don't
they
see it with
are.
women. I think once a woman has gotten to that point, they're checked out of the relationship.
Yeah.
They're not invested in that relationship.
Facts.
They're
Facts.
checked. They've checked out.
Yeah.
Maybe. Why don't you just be poly if that's what you want? A side piece and a
I would
ring?
agree.
Be
But a
poly.
lot of women won't take that type
Well,
of.
find that type of woman that's willing to live that type of life.
I just
It's not
feel
fair.
like more
for a
and
woman.
more, the way that you clearly have defined gender norms, stereotypes, and things that go with this gender or with that gender, that's becoming more and more blurry. And the more you try to stay on, well, men love like this and women love like this, as time goes on, that's going to become harder and harder to define. There's more and more women who are not, like you have more and more women who are making more money than their men, or there's changes in dynamics on who is the head of the household, who's the breadwinner, who's this and that. Like, gender roles are kind of changing. So I'm not saying that of course a man could love a woman and sleep with another woman. I mean, that's obvious, but women are doing that too. And once it's hard for men to accept the same stuff that they put out. And things are just changing.
Well,
Women's minds are changing. They're just not the same. Things are not the
Is it
same
though?
as it once
I mean, I
was.
think that's on the outside. That's what we're saying. But it was a recent study about infidelity in relationships, and women and men historically have all cheated at the same rate. The only difference is one gets emotionally involved and destroys the operation, and the other one plays his position and never says a word.
I don't think that women and men
Absolutely.
have historically cheated at the same rate.
26%. Read, I'm telling you.
I
It's
seen
26%. Only
Men
26%
both
of men
both
have
men
cheated.
and women have admitted to 26%.
And that was pre-social media
But is
era.
that, but is
I
that,
don't
but is
believe
that,
that.
you don't believe that because of what we see on TV and what the media tries to tell
Just
us
from meeting
that
men,
just happened, or your
just
own
knowing
personal
men
experience?
in life, just from knowing men in life.
But that's
So-
such a small
And if you,
subset,
and
though.
it's right. And but if what you're saying is now we get to the point where we blur the lines, then I mean, there's no marriage, right? There's not going to be a
It's less and
healthy
less marriage.
right?
That's what I'm saying. The divorce rates
So
are
the
up,
more
or more
women
people
are
are
being more
waiting
accepting and
longer
saying, I
and
want to be like a
longer.
man and think like a man.
I'm not
act
saying
like
think
a man,
like a man,
and the marriage
but
part
Yes,
goes
you
out the
did,
window.
who decides what's like a man and what's like a woman? Like, I mean, just
Nature.
things in general have changed. Nature.
Precedence.
Because history has always, I mean, you going all the way back in time, we're kind of just repeating the same things over.
We can go back, but we don't have to go back that far. But we can go back 15 years, 20 years from now. I mean, I think things have made a drastic change due to social media.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times social media has a tendency to paint things in a certain light that isn't the reality.
Yeah.
And it you know, and I think that's what happens a lot of times when we rely a lot on social media to be the beacon of truth and guidance when it comes to relationships, because you're literally trying to go on social media and there's 1,000 people with 1,000 different ways about what they consider to be
Oh my God,
helpful or healthy relationships. And so now it's like you have all this going on, and then you put people in a position where it's like, instead of them doing what works for them, they try to do what works for society and how society makes
They friend group.
Yeah.
I think communication is key though. But if that's something that you're into, talk to your partner about it. If they're not interested, they can exit stage left, and you can find somebody who's interested in doing
They're not
what you
gonna
want to
do
do.
that.
But you're
They're
not
not gonna do that.
but they're not
Come on,
going to do
short.
that.
Yes,
They're
it
not
is
gonna do
possible. It is very likely
not
that a
gonna
man can love you, be married to you, and have a side piece. Yes,
It's up to you to accept
it's
it.
very.
So
very,
even though
very
I
possible.
So
spoke,
you're saying
even
a
though I
woman
spoke
can't, 'cause
very
she's
And I'm
automatically
saying,
in
and I'm
love.
saying that if a woman does that, she has 9 out of 10. She has
Checked
checked
out.
out. She's out. She's checked out.
young man, listen to
Because you
this.
gotta think with women, it's subtle when you start to have y'all start to have emotional and mental affairs before it goes physical. Men tend to be more physical, so when we have affairs, it's sex. Women to y'all, man, it can be so subtle as
He
you
sent
going
me a
to
good
work.
morning text.
Yeah, sending the good morning text, work husband, I'm wearing lingerie under my dress, right, when I go to work today. All of those things are subtle. They're already starting to have an emotional, affair. So when it gets to the physical part with a woman, she's already done connected with that other person on a level emotionally and mentally to where she's feeling comfortable even for, going that far. So at that point, man, they've checked out.
Unless they got $40 and they sitting on the side of the road. Or what's that place in Louisville where the folks for $40?
I know you did.
Never mind. Now those individuals and sex work is work. Sex work is work.
$40.
You know what I'm saying? Sex work is work, I guess.
$40.
But yeah, now if that is your profession, then
The Bible says
I
it's
won't
really
do
a
that.
half a loaf of bread in the Old
Half a
Testament.
loaf.
Don't do that.
So y'all been getting
We're
over
not
for a
doing
long
that.
time.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not.
amen, hallelujah.
Not on this good Sunday. Not on
yes.
this good Sunday. Not on the Lord's Day. We're not
Clinicians
doing that.
after
I
dark.
just won't be there.
Clinicians after
Absolutely
Depression.
dark.
I'm trying to get in the
I
mood. I'm
won't
trying to
be
laugh.
there.
I
Yes,
won't be there.
yes.
I'm over. I'm crying on the inside, but
You
I'm
crying,
really
I'm
laughing.
We crying on the inside like a winner. Yes.
That's how winners cry. On the inside.
Yes. On the inside. Absolutely.
There you have it, folks.
Yes.
I'm not coming to the coffee date.
You're not coming to the golf date, and I bet you that young man, is like, you know what?
I'd rather not go on a date at all.
Why you won't go on a date at all? What's wrong, Queen?
If all you got is coffee, I mean, cause some men be like, how do I know if I want to invest in her? I don't even know her.
Yeah.
That's cool. You won't know.
But that's why I
You'll
think
never find out.
I would even think things
And
like
that's
that
fine with
are a good
You just will never
date
know.
to get to know somebody. If it's somebody you just met and y'all never had that opportunity to really talk, I mean,
I'm not
I would
going.
definitely. I think that would definitely be something to consider, because for one,
Yeah, but I wouldn't go.
the best way to get to know somebody, and one thing is sitting down and just having a one-on-one conversation without being distracted. And then another thing is just having that caffeine and having that conversation, because there's a lot that's to be said about coffee. That's why a lot of times when you
Not
see
one.
people having discussions or debates, they'll have coffee, because there's something about the caffeine that stimulates the brain cells and like.
If you would have taken me out on a
you don't want
date,
that.
Ladies, don't miss your blessing.
Right, don't
That's
block
not
your
a
blessing.
blessing.
Don't miss
That's
your
not a
blessing.
blessing to me.
Don't miss
Because
your
I'm taking people on
Because
coffee
you
dates.
gotta, like I said,
but
men
it's
don't
that first
think
date.
men don't think about it like a woman. But when I
Absolutely
think
they
about
don't.
what I have to do to prepare to go on a date, to get myself presentable in a way that I would want to present myself, it's gonna cost me some money. I'm going to have to spend some money. My hair is gonna have to be done. My nails is gonna have to be done. Lashes gonna have to be done. Makeup gonna have to be done. All of that's gonna have to be done because that's how I. That's how I present myself. So what I will not do is accept something that makes that not worth my while. So I'm not
You won't invest.
coming to the coffee date. If the first date that we go on, you feel like I don't know if I want to invest in dinner. If dinner is too much of an investment for you to know already up front that you want to do, I'm cool on you. That's not for everybody. And like I said, at different stages of my life, I probably wouldn't have felt like this. But at 41 right now today, you can't ask me out for coffee and I go. But at the same time, I could be walking past somebody on the street and I might get in the car with you right now today. And ride to wherever you want to go. If I felt like it that day, but just on a general, we just met somewhere and you asked me out for a date and you said for coffee, I'm not coming.
So let me ask you this: if it
I'm
was a
not
guy
coming.
you didn't like and he asked you to go out to eat, would you go?
If
You
it
had
was a
no
guy I
interest.
didn't like,
And that you had no interest in, he said, "Well, let me take you out to eat. Let's go to, I don't know.
Capital de Grill.
Yeah, we go to some expensive place. Would you go?
it depends.
What would it depend on? You know where I'm going. What would it depend on?
Pay attention.
You gonna have to make me an offer I can't refuse.
What's that offer? What does that? What does it mean? Does he got to take you to like?
You gotta make me an offer I can't refuse. It depends
what
on how I'm
steakhouse, like,
feeling that day.
Ruth Chris, you got to take you there. When you say that, like, it has to be that type of.
It has to be something that I couldn't do for myself.
Okay, and you don't like them, but you going for
If
the
I
free
don't
meal.
like them, if I don't
So,
like them,
But you going for the
Yeah,
what?
you going for the free meal?
I'm
Yeah.
not
So
going
this-
necessarily
now,
for
it's
a
giving
free meal,
hungry.
but
It's
like I
giving-
said,
it's giving
I
hungry.
can
This
buy
is
my
exactly
own
why.
food.
This is exactly why
I'm
men
saying
would
I
prefer
could buy my own
to take you on a
food.
coffee date because
Oh,
there are
what?
plenty of
But
women
that's
out
what
there.
I'm
You just
saying.
heard
But
what
no,
she said.
I'm saying
Is that
I
if
can
you-
buy my own food. So why do I have to go? I don't need to go for coffee. I can buy my own
Right.
coffee. I don't need to go for dinner because I can buy my own
But you
dinner.
just told
I'm
me-
not struggling to eat. So you gonna have to. When I say make me an offer I can't refuse, it's gonna have to be an offer I can't refuse.
the offer
What
then?
can you do for me that I can't do for myself?
what-
I can get myself dinner. I can get
So you
myself
don't-
coffee.
so are you
Why do
saying
I?
don't
I
ask
don't
you
need
out
a
for
man
dinner?
for that. I'm saying if I don't like you
Mhm.
and you still determined to go,
Mhm.
then you gonna have to make me an offer I can't refuse, or else I'm gonna just be
But
like,
you would
I
still
don't,
go.
I don't like you.
But you would still go.
If I can't
Right.
refuse the
And so,
offer,
thank you.
If
So
I
she
can't
just
refuse the
said it.
offer, but it's
So
not gonna
this
be
is exactly
dinner.
why we don't
It's not
do.
gonna
This
be
is exactly
dinner.
why coffee is a good first date because Kings, I
not
realize
going.
a lot of
Said
times we
'cause
ask
Kings
women,
are.
out and they don't
I
want to be
don't
bothered
care.
with us, and but they'll go with us
But
just
she
to
don't
get free
like
food.
you. But that's what I'm saying.
Huh?
You saying she don't
Ask
like
me,
you.
Cause I wouldn't. If I don't like you, I'm not going regardless to where you.
That's what I'm
offer me
saying.
to
You
go.
Yeah.
saying for a woman
But
that she
she
don't
just
like you,
said
but
you
if
have to
she
make
do
an
like you,
offer
if she
that
do
you
like
can't
you, you don't have to
refuse.
offer her anything. If she likes you enough, you don't have to offer her anything.
But why would
so
you go
trying
out?
You talking about trying to get somebody to go out with you that you know is not
see,
feeling you.
But hold on. But you just do another assumption in there. The assumption is
You saying
is
if
that
you
I
don't
knew
like him.
I said if you don't like him.
I don't like him.
But that doesn't mean the
you
assumption is
have to
not that
give
you
me
make that very
something I
clear
want
to him.
that I can't
Because a lot of times women don't make that very clear to get the free food. Because you just said,
But
even
who's
if
just
I don't
going out
like,
for free food?
Doggy bag me, please. Doggy
Going
bag
out
me,
for free
That
please.
literally
Who's
happens.
going out for free food?
Stop
That-
playing.
that
Come
literally
on now.
happens.
Stop playing. You
I
already
mean,
know.
because I feel like, because how black women are coming up right now, a lot of women got more money than a lot of men. So I don't know who's just going out for food unless you're going out for specifically much younger women. But women be having their own bread. We don't have to go out just for dinner. Like, we can come up with something to eat. We ain't got dinner money. If you ain't got dinner money, then dating is the last thing you need
but
to be
ain't
worried about.
the question is,
You ain't got no
you
money
gotta-
for dinner?
if you
What
don't
was you
want
gonna do
coffee-
if I hadn't asked you to go nowhere?
what
You
would
hungry?
Well, all I'm saying is, you're saying the coffee date is irrelevant and it's insignificant. I'm saying the significance of a coffee date is for the exact reason I just pointed out, that there are women that will go on a date, not without even knowing they have no interest in this man, and won't say that because they just want a free meal. And so
Oh, Greg.
that's why I said, like, Coffee dates are in the beginning
Yo,
because
hungry.
they're gonna come. But like you said, it comes down to you. If you're not interested, then just don't go, right? But it's like, but if you like, man, shit, I ain't gonna do it one day. You know, I don't really like him, but he been getting on my nerves, and so like I'm gonna just
Some
go.
people don't take no for an answer.
Right? What was the lady with the 48 oysters? She said I didn't want to go. I ain't really
didn't
want to
wanna
go.
go.
But you know what? He asked me,
But
and I ain't have
listen,
nothing else to
if
do.
you don't pay,
and it
I
was
got
free
money
food,
for them
so
oysters,
I went.
though.
And
I
then
got
she
money
went
for
slurped
the
all them
oysters,
oysters down, knowing
She
she
slurped
had
the hell
zero
out
interest
of
in this
them
man,
oysters,
but got it
man.
because he paid for it. And so that's why I said, man,
You should know who like you and who
3
don't. though.
trays.
You know if
She
you know if
slurped
she
the
going
hell
out
out
with you
them
just for
oysters,
dinner.
man.
You can tell if a woman like
I
you
can't
or
read.
not.
I don't believe in. I'm not a mind reader. I don't.
You can't tell
possess
if a
that
woman
ability.
like you or not.
I don't possess that ability.
I know women could be good
Now,
actors.
but I do think. Do I think that they're like? Usually, do I think there's clear signs a woman's not interested in you? Yeah, they'll make it
You
very.
can
they'll
tell
make it
if
clear.
a woman like you or not.
But
Because
if a woman
sometimes
is
you kind of
agreeing-
begging a little bit. I've had some people kind of beg a little bit, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, you gonna keep on asking. If you want me to name a price, I can name something. But clearly, when all this negotiating, you know that I wasn't feeling you like it. Because if I was feeling you, you wouldn't have had to offer me nothing. But since you happen to keep on up in the ante, you know I'm not feeling you. But sometimes you just feeling me enough where you willing to
And
say
that's
name your price. If
and
you
that's
say
okay.
name your price, I'ma name something. I can
And
name
that's okay.
something now. Didn't make it worth the trouble. It's gotta be worth my
Lord,
trouble
have
though.
mercy,
Stick to the
It's gotta be worth my
dates.
trouble.
Stick to them.
just for these particular.
It's gotta be worth my
situations
trouble.
like
Like
this.
coffee days, bro.
And if they don't
I'm
want
not
to go on a
going.
coffee date
Walk in
with
the
you,
park or something.
man, you
know
dodged
what
the
I'm
bullet.
talking about.
You good
Let's
good
do a
luck
picnic.
good luck to you.
You
I
know what
won't
I'm
be
saying?
going.
I guarantee you.
I'm not going.
I
Good luck to you.
guarantee
I'm sure you will find somebody who would love to go out
I
with
want
you.
you to
You
time
know what?
stamp
Matter of
this
fact, you
right
can find
now.
somebody who you could buy them the coffee. You could buy them the dinner. You could pay for the man if that's what you want to do. I just won't be gone.
How many women paying for men to go to dinner
A lot of women.
when you first meet them?
I know a lot of women who done paid
Where
for
they
men.
at?
Where go
Yeah.
Dutch?
Any given church. Go to any church.
Any
It's
given-
Sunday.
She said any
It's
given
Sunday.
church.
Show up
Hey,
to any
man.
given church.
Hey man.
Go in there and act like you love God. Hit him with a couple, yeah, hallelujah. You know how men be acting all strong.
Oh, stop.
It'll be somebody
By the
back
end
looking
of
like,
Wait a
service,
minute,
thinking
Sister
about
Mary
you.
finna give me something to
you
eat.
want to go to Texas? You want to go to
Sister,
Texas
hey.
Roadhouse and talk about
Any
God?
sister Mary's
Feed his soul. Get him some food.
from
Right, thank you. I just got a pot of greens on some candied yams, a little ham, a little
It's your
macaroni
girl
and cheese.
feeding your baby. It's your feed. I don't think
You
she's
look
feeding
hungry.
right. They look
You look
hungry.
A little hungry. Okay, amen.
Trying to
Hallelujah.
act like women don't pay for men. Women pay for men every day. That's
See,
how I
I
know
gotta
they
go.
making
So that's where
money.
they at. The church. Gotta go to the church.
Okay.
Okay.
If a man go to church by himself and he's not with no woman, that's a red flag for me. Cause
Why is that a red
what
flag?
is you doing in church
He
by
looking for Jesus. What is you
Hey.
talking
No,
about?
no.
He looking for Jesus.
What are you doing in church by yourself when no woman did
Trying
bring
to
you?
love the
And
Lord.
that means you either a hoe or you gay. Because what was you already doing at church? Because a bunch of single women in church is not going to let you be fine and sitting at the church and ain't nobody came up to you. They trying to holler at you. They trying to take you out. They trying to do something. So either if you in church by yourself without a woman and you a hoe or you gay.
Wow.
That's a red flag. Because what is you
Wow.
doing at the church by yourself?
This is Queen Aaron's logic. Wow. That's amazing.
Who invited you to
That's
this
funny.
church? Who
That's
invited
funny.
you to this church? How many of the women in the church have you slept with? Because what are you doing in church by yourself?
Ooh wee. Talk about this church thing, because I know a lot of things going on in the church now.
What is
know
you doing
I'm
in
talking
church by yourself without no woman?
about? Why that man can't find Jesus?
What you gonna be doing? So if you big and black and strong and sitting in the church just looking strong and masculine.
Because he looking
Boy,
for Jesus. He looking for Jesus.
Them women done scooped you. They piranhas.
Really?
No, you not sitting in church just fine and straight.
He coming to the altar.
Exactly, and they coming behind you. They gonna catch you when you fall.
Hey,
Mama say, Mama say, Mama say. Oh Lord, okay, that won't time.
Red flag. What was you doing in church by yourself?
Because he was looking for Jesus. He
Looking
can't-
for hoes.
See.
Well, couldn't we just assume the best intentions that he coming
Right.
up for the Lord and then we
He coming
watch
up
and
for
see
the
how he
Lord.
come
Come there for the
hoes?
Lord, and he knew it was a lot of desperate women in there.
And so it's desperate women in the church.
100%.
See, get off them dating apps and go where?
Church.
There it is. You heard it here. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Wow.
not what we came here for.
Yes.
What?
Call me Deacon Clap Cheese.
Cut.
that's a wrap. We're done. And we're done. We're done.
yes.
I'm trying to get back on the live just to see.
It is alright. We
I can't
definitely
even
have
say
to.
You said Deacon clap cheeks.
It's already 9 o'clock. What's the
Yeah,
end time?
cut it.
Say yeah, cut it. Cause yeah,
Yeah.
I can't even get back on her.
Say bye. Alright, yeah. Appreciate those who joined us. You know what I'm saying? I was all off cue and said bye. But you know what I'm saying? But anyway,
I was all off
this is what happened when you get it live. This is the Urban Therapist Connection podcast. We is here. This is the late night with clinicians. You got your man's here. Hopefully he what's your name again, good sir?
Oh my
Man, it's
god.
Jose.
Oh, that's the name we going with?
Jose.
When the
Ricky.
Cowboys
Pretty
lose,
Ricky.
it's just Jose. He don't want to say nothing.
Oh, okay, that's what
The
it is.
business today is very
Yeah.
formal.
Oh, he's very. Oh, you
Okay.
see, he
Go
ain't got
home
my.
and-
He
go
ain't
home
got.
and cry.
But-
Yeah,
You ain't
Why
got.
is this the most important game of the season?
Uh-oh.
because this would have determined if we were.
Y'all wasn't
ahead of
going
the
anyway.
division.
He's
Nah,
a
we going to the
Cowboy
playoffs.
fan.
We're going to the
He's
playoffs.
a Cowboy fan.
It's not a matter this year. We're going to the playoffs.
Anyway.
It's just we want to.
So-
we
Let's
want to
get back
win
to
so we can
reality.
get that bye, so we don't have to go through the whole gambit of the whole NFC. So the
We
better our
couldn't
record-
even start on time because this man is at home literally watching football.
Yes.
Like if he doesn't watch football, then something's gonna happen. The Cowboys don't even know he exists.
Right.
Whatever.
I'm trying to.
They
You
don't
on
know he's
FanDuel
alive.
or something?
They don't know he's
I
alive.
am on FanDuel.
I bet.
I make some
okay,
bets
well,
today on
at least make
FanDuel.
me- You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
how much did you lose?
They don't know he's alive.
Well, you know, they trying to bring they hook you in so today I actually got free money to play with.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
because I spent a lot of money last week,
As I
so
was
they wanted to
saying,
keep me in the loop. So they was like, "Hey,
appreciate
we-
y'all looking. You got Queen
$50
Aaron.
today to
You
spend.
got Pretty Ricky. You got Miss
Y'all
Smith.
see what's going
You got
on.
the Urban Therapist MJD. We clinicians after dark. You may, this is the uncut version. You remember like BET Uncut?
See us before dark.
Be-
'Cause
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Before dark, it was a little bit more formal, but after dark, this is what you get. Also, remember, church is where it's at.
Okay. Not gonna do that.
Yes.
Not gonna
It's
touch that.
Sunday.
Hey, man,
I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not going to send my soul to hell.
we good?
Man, sometimes man, you gotta hit that
With him
matrix. You
not
gotta go
doing it.
against the matrix a little bit.
Cut.